Hi, Nancy here, and a lot of my students have asked me to do this, and what it is, it's trying to help you where you can see where you are in a pattern, how you can read your work to figure out where you are. And what I'm really referring to is when you put your work aside, and we all have done it, and we start a new project and we completely forget about those other projects, or at least we try to forget. And then when we start working on it again, we have no idea where we left off. Usually the pattern's in there, a copy of it, and that's as good, as you have. You may have put a sticky on the last line you worked on, but those do fall off as well. There are ways of figuring out where you're at. And what I want to show you is how to do it to get exactly where you should be. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is this black pin. I always pin the right side of my work, and it doesn't matter what it is, I always put a pin. That way I know right side. That's the first identifying place that I have to know, okay, this is my right side. So whatever I was doing, I know for a fact I ended on a right side because the pin is there, and I also know we start our rows from the right and go to the left, and my working yarn and the point are on the left side. So I know that direction is correct. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to count up the rows and see where we are in that regard. So we know this was long tail cast on, so that very first row that's stuck way down here is a first row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or because it's garter stitch, we could have gone 2, 4, 6, okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, so we know there's 29 rows. And I'm going to write that down. We've worked 29 rows. So right here, that's going to be our first 29 rows, and I ended on a right side. Okay? Now we're going to read this work across. In fact, I'm going to keep my paper here so we can write it down. Alright, so we know when I started this row, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 knits. Right? You can tell those are all knits. So it was knit 9. Okay. Then we can see here these are purls, right? Because the bar is immediately under the needle. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 purls. Okay. Now we have 1 knit because there's no bar immediately underneath the needle. So we have knit 1. Okay. Now we can tell this is a series of purls because there's all those bars lined up under the needle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 purls I see here. So we're going to write that down. I'll just put a P. Okay. Now we've got a whole bunch of knits here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's put 12 knits. Okay. Now we're going to take the pattern, which happens to be a rubber ducky washcloth, how original, and let's look here. Well, we first of all know, let me grab my pencil here. We know that the even rows are wrong side, so we ended on a right side row. That would be correct. There we go, row 29. And let's check here. Knit 29, or excuse me, knit 9, purl 3, knit 1, purl 12, knit 12. There you go. we just finished the 29th row, and our next row will be a row 30. Right here, it doesn't list it because it's over here like a lot of these patterns are. It just says all wrong side rows, work, you purl the center stitches. And that's how you do it. You just go by row, stitch by stitch, and just read the stitches as they were worked, and you can figure out any pattern. Doesn't matter what it is, you'll be able to figure out where you're at. I hope that helps you.